Well, let's talk about social walking more.
Yeah.
It one of the things that I was struck by was just how much synchronization goes on when we're actually walking together. Bodies, breathing, our minds, and our hearts. I want to hear you talk about that in a little bit more detail.
Yeah. So, any of you who've had kids in this room will know when a kid wants to annoy you when you're taking them out for a walk, they walk too slowly. They walk behind you. They walk with very small baby steps just to get on your wick. And if somebody wants to annoy you, another way of annoying you is to walk too fast. And I'm sure you've all had that experience where you've experienced the discomfort of somebody who won't walk at the same rate as you. Naturally, what we do without thinking about it is we synchronize. If somebody with long legs is walking with somebody with short legs, they shorten their stride length. The person with the shorter legs might walk just a tiny bit faster. So we accommodate to each other quickly and we accommodate to each other easily. We have to swerve or move around a corner or whatever. We do that without one person saying to the other, you have to move left here. We do it together because we are really attuned to each other. But what we're actually doing is watching from our peripheral vision the changes in shoulder stance, position of the head, all of those kinds of things. And we're also walking, when we're walking together, we're paying joint attention, not to each other. We're paying joint attention to something out there. So we're looking at the horizon, we're looking into the distance. We're not staring into each other's eyes. It's actually kind of an unpleasant thing. Yeah, it is uncomfortable. And that's just kind of from an observational level. If we were to hook people up to something to monitor their breathing, their heart rate, even activity in the brain, what you'll find is, of course, there'll be synchrony in leg movement and arm movement. You'll find that the arm swing comes in to register with each other. Breathing does not if you're talking, because when one person is speaking, the other person is breathing in. So you have an anti-synchrony going on in that case. But equally, you can have companionable silence, which is perfectly fine too, in which case you get synchronous breathing happening as well. And if you look at activity in parts of the brain that are concerned with motor movement, they're synchronized as well. But they're synchronized in two really interesting kinds of ways. One is to mimic what's going on beside you, and the other is to anticipate what's going to happen in front of you. Because when you're walking, what you have to do is figure out where you're going to put your foot. If you're walking on a surface which might be rough, your eyes flick ahead, your eyes track back, then you place your foot. And if you're walking with somebody, if you're hiking, for example, when you're doing the same thing on the same trail, both of you will be doing this at the same time. And you will be learning from each other or copying each other about where it's safe to put your foot. And you do this in about 1/5 of a second, and you're not even conscious of it.